Yeah, people of God, yeah, welcome to today's video, and I'm so happy to have you here with me. Thank you so much for joining me to this video. Yeah, in this video, I'm going to be talking about why you should study in Brazil. I'll be giving you about 21 reasons why you should study in Brazil, why Brazil is a great destination for you. Without wasting much of your time, let's quickly get straight into the business. The very first reason here is affordable health care for all. In Brazil, health care is basically free for all, no matter what you want, even if you need surgical procedure, you need medications in hospital, they are basically free. And that's a very big advantage that many people in their home country do not have access to, and it's one big reason to migrate to Brazil. Another reason is that Brazil is a very big country with a large expanse of arable land for agriculture. So if you're in Brazil and you intend to want to go into agriculture either for personal use or for industrial use, you will be able to do that because Brazil is very, very big and there is a large expanse of land available both in the northern and southern Brazil, which can actually use for some form of agricultural produce. Third reason here is low cost of living. The cost of living in Brazil is relatively low compared to European and North American countries, and you'll be able to survive on your income because you are not spending on health, you are not spending on a lot of basic amenities because government has taken care of it for you. So the money you are earning, majority of it will be staying in your pocket. And in the absence of it, the money you'll be using to buy food and other things like that is actually reasonably cheap because things are reasonably affordable in Brazil. The number four reason here is the diversity of people. There are different kinds of people in Brazil. You have black people, you have white people, you have Caucasian, you have all shades of human color skin are there. You have Africans, you have Asians, you have North Americans, you have Southern Americans, and a lot of different kinds of people there. So that's already configured their brain to meet different kinds of people and make it very, very easy to interact with people and to meet new people, people of different kinds of characteristics and qualities. So that's a very, very easy environment to integrate into because they are already prepared to meet different shades of people. The next one reason here is free public education from primary school to the university, be it masters, be it bachelors, be it PhD, be it postdoc. Education is free in Brazil. Either you are a citizen, a permanent resident, or even a foreigner, domestic or foreigner, education is cheap. Education is free for everybody. So if you migrate to Brazil now, you are not going to be paying, especially if you are applying to their government or public institutions, you will not be paying anything because it is already funded by the government. You are not paying in that. So if you make money, you will be using your money that you work for, either your personal business or you work for other people and get paid. You won't be using it to pay for tuition. It is free in Brazil. And many people are migrating to Brazil because of this. The next reason here is switch fresh and delicious Brazilian foods. There are a lot of dishes in Brazil that when you get to Brazil, you will be able to enjoy. I'm very, very sure you can't wait to taste majority of these dishes because Brazil has a lot of dishes that you will obviously enjoy. Reason number eight is safety and low crime rate. Brazil has a very, very sophisticated security system. They have a lot of um, trained police officer and even military system, ensuring a very, very reasonable low crime rate, and which many of the inhabitants of Brazil are actually enjoying. So if you're in Brazil, you won't be worried about someone coming around and shooting a gun at everybody in a restaurant or where you are sitting down, stuff like that. It's quite rare in Brazil. So the next one here is rich culture. Because of the different kind of people that I told you about initially, there are different kinds of culture because each group of people have their own different culture. So because of it is, there are different kind of culture in terms of dressing, in terms of the way houses are built, in terms of eating, and a lot of other things like that. So there are different kind of culture in Brazil, and different people have different way of doing their things. So if you're in Brazil, you're going to enjoy different kinds of culture. Then next reason here is a lot of attraction for tourists. Brazil has a lot of relief, landscape, nature, and a lot of other natural and artificial tourist centers that you can visit as a newcomer, and a lot of tourist centers that you can actually visit. And then the next one is the friendly and warm-hearted people. Because I told you they already prepare their mind to meet different kinds of people because of the different shades of people that are already present. It makes it very, very easy to interact with Brazilians and making them appear as warm-hearted people and making it very easy to integrate into the society. Then the great climate year round. Yeah, Brazil has a very beautiful great climate year round. Although the northern part of Brazil is actually warm, while the southern part is wet majority of the year round. So you are going to enjoy a very beautiful great climate around year round in in Brazil. So next reason here is that like the general health care, dental care is equally free in Brazil. So dental care is also part of the majority of the health care actually. So even if you need surgical procedure for dental or something like that, it is still going to be free. That is how great Brazil is. That is how great Brazil is. So the next reason here is that pharmacies are open 24/7. Unlike in some countries where pharmacy open in the morning and close in the evening, in Brazil, pharmacy opens 24/7. So there's no time you need drug, be it in the morning, in the night, in the middle of the night, anytime you will be able to get drug, especially if a pharmacy is close to your area, you'll be able to get it because the pharmacy is open 24/7. And then like so also it runs very very well in Brazil. So and there is a very good water supply in Brazil. So in, a lot of water is available. So there's no need to be managing water or anything like that because it rains well in Brazil, especially in southern Brazil. And because of this, also pipe-borne water and all those water system work effectively because water is obviously available. Then the next reason here is high visa approval rates. Brazil has high visa approval rates even till now. So if you apply to Brazil, there's a very high probability that the visa is going to work out, especially if you meet all the requirements and you are able to prove your finance and everything that needs to be proven. The probability that you are going to get the permit is very, very high because Brazil wants a lot of people to come into their country and help develop the country. So if you prove yourself to them that you have something legit you want to go and do in the country and you prove your support, you are able to submit everything that is required, your visa is going to be approved. So then in addition to the tourist center I was talking about, there are a lot of beaches in Brazil that you can visit for during your recreation period when you are free, probably during holidays or breaks. You there are a lot of beaches you can visit to relax your mind and stuff like that in Brazil. Then the beautiful nature. Now, I was talking about the landscape and the relief. Brazil has a lot of different landscape because it's a very big country, so it has a lot of different landscape and nature that are very beautiful to behold. Let me put it that way. So then the emotional well-being. You can't be in an environment when the government has already taken care of almost everything for you, health wise, dental, education. You are not really spending money on anything. Almost all basic amenities has been taken care of by the government. Your money stays in your pocket. It's it's definitely going to contribute to your emotional well-being. Then the next reason is the very romantic language. So the Portuguese language that is spoken in Brazil is very, very romantic. It's a very beautiful language that you really want to learn and be able to speak, and that's an advantage for you. You're able to speak the language. It's also make you to integrate better into the community. And the last reason here is that Brazil is part of BRICS. Right now, BRICS is the biggest economical bloc in the world. Before, it used to be G7 with about 25% of the global economy. But now, BRICS has about 35%, making them the strongest economic bloc in the world. It contains Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. That is currently the strongest bloc in the world, and Brazil is a part of it. Brazil is an integral part of it. And I really like what they stand for. So I believe that in this video I've been able to give you very good reasons why you should consider Brazil. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.